Wow. It's been a year since I started doing these 10th anniversary reviews, and I've only done 4, one of which was just posted this week. What in the world? There has to be something else. I need more with this series. I have plenty of games that are ready to review, but the nearest date is 2 months away. Oh hey look, it's Static X! Man, these guys were really awesome. The first time I ever heard Static X was in the Need for Speed Underground soundtrack. I always remembered that song having a distinct sound. Most of the rock music in NFS Underground was really low and depressing, while the Only felt more electric and upbeat. Funnily enough, Static X's Stick was more upbeat metal, Disturbed was more sad, System of a Down was more violent, Static X was, I don't know, groovy. My fandom was reinforced once Need for Speed Most Wanted was released, which featured yet another song by Static X, this time from their newest album, Start a War. Hey, Need for Speed Underground was released in 2003, and Static X's Shadow Zone was also released in 2003. Need for Speed Most Wanted was released in 2005, so does this mean... Yes, it does! Start a War was released on June 14, 2015. Holy shit, that's today. Oh shit, 10th anniversary. Oh my god! That's right, Static X Start a War 10th anniversary review. Well, this is truly a step away from a game review, so I'm just going to go song by song and we'll see where we get from there. So this is the 4th studio album by Static X after Wisconsin, Death Trip, Machine, and Shadow Zone. Like those albums, Start a War was recorded under the Warner label. Wayne, of course, was on vocals and guitar, Trip Ison was also on guitars, Tony Campos was on bass, and Nick Oshiro was on drums. The album itself peaked at 29 on the Billboard 200. I'm the One and Dirt House were released as singles, peaking at 20 and 27 respectively on the Hot Mainstream Rock chart. Well, that's all well and nice, but is any of it actually worth listening to? Well, that's why I'm here. Let's begin with the first song off the album, The Enemy. At first it may sound like nothing you've ever heard before. The energy in Wayne's voice, the way he's spitting out the verses, it sounds like he's auditioning to take part in the worldwide Shoppers rap. Actually, the song is following the standard verse-chorus, bridge-chorus format like most music. You hardly notice it due to the performance by Wayne. This is why I really like Static X. Wayne is such a character when he's recording music. Let's move on to the next one. This is I'm the One, the first single off the album. Now this right here should have been the song in Need for Speed Most Wanted. Don't get me wrong, I like Skinny Man and all, but it's not really that much of a racing song. This is a racing song right here. It's similar to The Enemy in that it is a fast-paced and electric song. There's a key difference in the rhythm. The Enemy is on the beat. The words are synced to the instrumentals. I'm the One feels off the beat at times, but it works. Actually kinda got my heart pumping at times. There's a part of this one I want to draw attention to around the 145 mark. Automatic, terminative, self-destructive revolution. That just rolls off the tongue. I'm getting that Worldwide Choppers vibe again. Let me address one issue though, and it has played Static X from the beginning. The lyrics are really simple. Now, I'm not going to expect philosophical lyrics from a band whose hit songs are titled Love Dump, Wisconsin Death Trip, and I'm With Stupid. But we're reading at a first grade level here. Living in the moment. Forgotten and repeated. No, I cannot be that one. No, I cannot be beaten. It's pretty lazy, but the song still works. You're not here to be enlightened by Play-Doh. You're just here for an engaging rock song that you can shoot Nazi zombies to. It's a minor issue, let's move on. Next up is the title track, Start a War. Here we really see the creativity in the production of this... Oh, wait. I've heard this song somewhere before. Oh yeah, this was in the WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 game. I totally forgot about that game, mostly because I have no clue where it is anymore. I was too busy listening to Symphony of Destruction back then to really notice Static X was in the game. Anyway, once again we're treated to the standard format, as Swain shares a wonderful tale of love and commitment. I don't know what's happening, actually. At the start of the song, the lyrics point to some sort of Mad Max promotion. Then by the second verse, I don't know what the hell's happening. Someone thinks they're a victim, then Wayne complains that he had to kill, and he starts a war. I don't know what's going on. It's Wayne's vocals that make this song again. If he'd read it like I'm the one, then I wouldn't care at all about it. The instrumentals are nice too. It kind of does sound like a war going on in the background. Not the best, but still worth a listen. Number 4 is Pieces, and honestly, this is the first song I'm against off this album, and I'll explain why. The opening riff sounds just like Start a War, just slower and heavily covered in After Effects and production. Actually, this one feels like the most produced of them all so far. Everything feels coated with a layer of computerized effects, and that just rubbed me the wrong way. Interestingly enough, though, this is the first song off the album with significantly clean vocals at one point. Even I'm the One was a bit harsh. This right here is nice and smooth. Another thing I don't like is how the song just ends so abruptly, like they forgot to finish it. I can tell I'm not alone in this opinion. Pieces is probably the lowest purchase of the A-side songs of this album on iTunes, even on the clean lyrics one. I'm not saying what I'm saying because it's what other people seem to think. I just say it because I really don't care for this song. I do like the sound that plays between each pair of words at 35 seconds though. Oh, now here we go. Dirt House, motherfuckers. I actually have a little history with this song. This was the very first song I ever downloaded off the computer I'm using, way back in January of 2013. Open the box, see what's inside was in my very first YouTube poop. I really love this one, and forgive me if I'm a bit biased while reviewing this song in particular. First of all, they got the rhythm perfect on this one. Remember how I said Static X was a bit more groovy than other metal bands? It's this kind of instrumental that does it for me. The beat is a cymbal and a snare. That's it. The guitars make their own beat. This is headbanging metal. I don't want to hear shit about deathcore. This is headbanging metal. The instrumentals give it a demented feel, which is exactly where the lyrics were pointed towards as well. They aren't vastly more intelligent than what we've heard so far, but it's a step up, no doubt. I just really love this one. It doesn't really work to listen to anywhere, though. It's not exactly a driving song. It isn't exactly something I'd put in a movie. It's just kind of there. It's awesome, but it's not doing anything. If this song could have had a ridiculous music video like Gangnam Style or some other media sensation, I'd say this one could have made it to the top of the charts. It sounds that good. Okay, I'm done fanboying out. Let's move on to number 6, Skinny Man. So this is the first song I ever heard off this album nearly 10 years ago, and wait, I recognize this from somewhere. Wait, this sounds exactly like Start a War, which sounds exactly like Pieces! Here we see another big problem with Static X and lots of other metal bands. Most of the riffs are the same chord over and over and over. It sounds good once, hear it again, it sounds okay, hear it 3 times and you start to notice a pattern. Here's my big problem with the album. Remember how I said the only sounded different from all the other songs by similar bands? This is why! Creative riffs! It wasn't the that all these other bands have done to death. That's why it was so catchy. That's why it stood out so well. And don't think that I forgot Dirt House technically did the exact same thing, only a little more rhythmically. That's the big problem here. It's the same chord over and over through the entire album, just adjusted slightly each time. Yeah, I'm aware that I haven't even performed once in a band, let alone finished my first solo album. I'm just asking, can we get a little differentiation? Just a little? Anyway, with that out of the way, let's talk about the song itself. This is actually a love song of sorts, a post-love song if you will. Man, if Taylor Swift's breakup songs sounded like this, I might actually listen to that shit. This song is a lot more depressing to listen to after the death of Wayne Static. The lyrics really feel like a metaphor for how he left us. Inside I'm dead, all used up. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't get me wrong, I do like the song. I don't, however, believe it should have been in the Need for Speed Most Wanted soundtrack. It doesn't have that driving beat that makes you want to race licensed vehicles at 185 theoretical miles per hour. Static X's Skinny Man to I'm the One is like Avenged Sevenfold's Sidewinder to Blinded in Chains. The former plays more like a ballad than a racing song. And hell, Blinded in Chains was actually in the game. That song was awesome. I felt like I could take over the world racing that song. Listening to Skinny Man though, I felt like, yeah, I guess I could win. Get what I'm saying? Song 7 is a spiritual halfway point of this 13-track album, so we've basically reached the B-side. Just in Case is the longest song on the album save for Brain Fog, which houses bonus vocal takes from Ostigo Amigo. This one feels like a more angry Skinny Man. Skinny Man sounds like it had a hint of regret, and all of that is gone once you listen to the first line.
Keep me around waiting behind glass. In case you need, I'll be your piece of ass.
Damn, someone's salty. Basically, it's a down-tempo Skinny Man. There's pretty clear lyrics, though. First time since Pieces. Nothing too special. I enjoyed it, but then again, I've enjoyed most of this so far. Next is Set It Off. Let's set it off and start listening. Oh my god, is that differentiation? He knew! He knew! It's different! Wow, I love this already. I swear I've heard this somewhere else before. Maybe in a NASCAR Crash compilation. The lyrics are really clean in this one too, between the chorus. You know how you're supposed to set off certain words with commas to be grammatically correct? I feel like this song was written in honor of that. If my English teacher played this song while talking about setting off words with commas, I might have actually paid more attention in school. Or maybe not. Song number 8 is... oh my god, this is hilarious. Wow. This is something I would do. I just love it. It's just so random. It doesn't even fit the mood. This would have been more fitting right after or before Dirt House. Hell, it could have been during Dirt House and I would have been fine with it. It fits the demented part of this album, but we're on the B side where the less popular side of the band is supposed to come out. Too little too late, man. Anyway, what about the actual song? Well, we're certainly continuing that angry trend.
This one's for the assholes.
Hey, that's me!
This one's for the freaks.
Hey, that's me!
This one's for the stupid fuckers trying to keep me incomplete.
Hey, that's you! I don't think this song was made to be sold. I think it was just made for shits. I mean, that fucking trumpet and tuba beat plays through the entirety of this song. It's just so ridiculous. I hope the next song gives us some mental stability here. Well, this isn't at all what I expected out of a song called Night Terrors. I anticipated it to be a 5-minute long instrumental song that experiments with strange sounds and vocal effects. I must be listening to too much Fear Factory. In any case, it isn't really that bad of a song. It really reminds me of The Enemy in that rhyme scheme again. At this point, I'd like to hear a song break from that verse-chorus format I've been mentioning since the start. Even I Want to Fucking Break It stuck to that format. So far, this B-side has been like most B-sides over the years. Not bad, but nothing special. Let's move on. I apologize for asking for something different because holy shit, this is different. I can't believe these verses weren't good enough for worldwide shoppers. Because if the ones from earlier weren't enough, we see the true power of Wayne Static in this song. Jesus, I just don't have anything to say about it besides holy fucking shit, this is... I don't even know how to describe it! Yeah, there's a running joke, I guess you could say, through all of the Static X discography of Ostigo. There's a song on every album, even the Beneath, Between, Beyond album that has Ostigo in the title somewhere. I don't even know what that word means, but it doesn't register as a misspelled word on this program, so I assume it means something. Oh, now we're speaking in Spanish? Is this song about the chupacabra or something? I know one word out of this entire spiel, and that's dickhead. Amazing. Can we get out of here before I go insane, please? Number 12 is My Damnation. Why does this remind me of Evanescence? It shouldn't, but it does. It's just like Set It Off in Night Terrors. Nothing special, nothing that screams this song sucks. It's there. It's let's move on. Here we are, the final song. Number 13, Brain Fog. It's a rather somber instrumental, actually. I feel like I'm listening to a large group of people playing speed stacks. It's certainly an interesting note to end on. I have no idea what the point of it is, but it's there, I guess. And we finally reached the end of Static X Start a War. I can definitely say I enjoyed The Enemy, I'm the One, and Dirt House. The rest are pretty much Pieces is the only one that pissed me off. It's a pretty harmless album. Lyrics are simple, but Static X isn't exactly known to be college reading level. Riffs can get annoying after a while. The better known songs sound pretty much identical as far as the riffs go, but the less popular songs sound pretty identical because there's nothing to set them apart from each other. Now for the final score. Keep in mind that this is my personal opinion and experience I took from this album. Your copy of the album may be broken and wrong if you had any other experience. After listening to each song and judging their quality, I have come up with the final score of 8 out of 10. There are some really good songs on here. I've named a few already. There is definitely high quality songs loved by many to be found. Is this the best by Static X? It's debatable. I kind of missed the boat to review the earlier albums, so I don't think I can definitely say for sure if this is their best, but I do know for sure that if it isn't, it's close. Lots of fans started to leave after this album. Cannibal turned some fans off, and if it wasn't Cannibal, it was Cult of Static that was the straw to break the camel's back. I rhyme, bitch. I can understand why. Cult of Static is like bringing together the Static X band without Wayne Static. Wayne doesn't sound the same in that album. It lacks the electricity that he brought in the mid-2000s. I mean absolutely no respect for the dead. In fact, one of my biggest regrets in life is that I never got to see Static X live. I loved Wayne Static, and the metal community lost a big figure in 2014. I hate to end it on such a sour note, but I have nothing else to say here. So this has been a new version of 10th Anniversary Reviews. What did you think of it? Leave a comment if you'd like me to review more albums, and I will see you in whatever I make next. This has been... Oh my God!